What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with a brand new episode of the SFL. That is right, the Smallz Football League. We are here in Week 16, only 3 weeks to go before the postseason begins. Here in Season number 2 of the SFL, we are taking on the Providence Red Raiders in the AFC, who at one point in the season were the number 1 seed over in the AFC. These days, they are fighting to stay in the playoff picture. And speaking of playoff picture, let's take a quick look and see how things are shaking up here in the playoffs as we do approach the end of the season. So over on the NFC, now hold your applause, please. Number 1 seed in the NFC, your Tuscaloosa Terminators, the team that I play with week in and week out. As of right now, we do have that number 1 seed locked down, but right on our heels is the number 2 seed Salem Steelhawks, who have the same record as us. So a loss by us today against the Red Raiders and a win by the Steelhawks will flip-flop seeding. So we got to be on our P's and Q's and got to be on our toes. Also, the number 3 seed is the Rochester Rebels. Number 4 seed, the Grand Rapids Lightning. Number 5 seed, our division rival, Oklahoma City Eels. Number 6 seed, also our division rivals, the Savannah Spirits. And number 7 seed, also formerly at one time the best team in the SFL, just like the Red Raiders, now fighting to stay in it. We got the Fort Worth Rough Riders at number 7. Over in the AFC, the Portland Lobsters, as of right now, do have that number 1 seed. So shout out to channel member Tito Flames and the Portland Lobsters over there. Number 2 seed is the Portland Destroyers. Number 3 seed, we got the Boulder Rockies. Number 4, the sub 500 Louisville Fighters. So that AFC North over there is, it's pretty rough because that's not a good record, and they are still leading the division. So shout out, though, to the Louisville Fighters. Number 5 seed Providence Red Raiders, who we do play today. A loss to them by us today would maybe push them out of playoff contention. Not sure, but as of right now, they are still in it. Number 6 seed Montana Mountain Lions. And finally, the number 7 seed in the AFC, the Memphis Suns. So in today's episode, guys, we have 8 new subscribers joining the league, putting us at a grand total of 182 subscribers here in the SFL. Appreciate all the engagement. You guys are the best. And if you're not subscribed on this channel, please consider checking this out and subscribing, because no one is doing what we're doing here on YouTube. I can almost guarantee that. So we will definitely check out our 8 new subscribers. Also, gonna take a look at the 3 subscribers that we are taking on today in Roger Williams Field against the Providence Red Raiders. And then last but not least, we have a new Superstar X Factor channel member that I gotta shout out today. We got a lot to get into today. Cue the intro, man. Big shout out here to Allie Miser on the Sacramento Sharks, our newest channel member. So she does go up to Superstar X Factor, and not only is she a Superstar X Factor and a channel member, but one of several women players that we have here in the SFL. We are very diverse and very welcoming here in the Smallz Football League. So if you're a woman and you're a football fan, you can play and you can be in this league. But shout out to Allie Miser. She will go up to X Factor and will boost an already pretty good, really good, I would say, Sacramento Sharks defense. Went ahead and gave her the zone hawk ability, so when she enters the zone, she's going to be getting interceptions left and right in zone coverage. She is going to be a true ball hawk out there on the field. Also equipped her with the mid-zone KO, so she will force more knockouts and react quicker to any midfield coverage less than 20 yards from the line of scrimmage and inside the numbers. And then on the ball, she's going to be less likely to be fooled by wide receiver runoffs. As Allie does go up in overall, she will be able to get more abilities, but right now, a scary defender. So I encourage you guys, check out the channel memberships. It's only a couple bucks a month It's $199 for the lower tier and $299 for the higher tier. But if you got a couple extra bucks lying around, not only will you get to support me, but you get a dev up to your player and some other cool perks as well. So thank you so much, Ali Miser, for becoming a channel member. Looking forward to seeing what you do on the field here in the weeks to come. We got a new wide receiver joining the St. Louis Sentinels, who we just beat last episode. So maybe if they had Jacoby, they would have stood a little bit of a better chance. But shout out at BTD Perk for making this entry here. Jacoby is 6'1", 201 out of Florida, and he is a physical wide receiver teaming up with Brandon Ayuk, so that's a pretty solid receiving core if I do say so myself. He's got 91 speed, 95 catching, and really a good route runner all around, but really a deep threat for sure with that 91. Really, it's even 92. He's got bad morale for some reason, but I'm sure that will go up. But yeah, really good deep route runner, can really do it all. 95 jumping, 90 spec catch, like, as I'm looking at him, pretty much just throw him up the ball and good things are going to happen. But joining running back Dyson Frederick here on the St. Louis Sentinels. Welcome to the league, Jacoby Frederick. We got a new middle linebacker here on the Milwaukee Motors over in the NFC North, who are right on the edge of playoff contention. A win this week might get him there, but welcome to the Milwaukee Motors, Victor Falk. Shout out at Mojo Red for making this entry here. And Victor is 6'5", 250 out of Auburn. Ray Lewis type of build, as a lot of our linebackers are here in the SFL. He is a run stopper through and through, and definitely has the Ray Lewis tackling with 95 and the Ray Lewis pursuit at 94. He is going to hawk you down like a lion stalking his prey, and then he will also be able to deliver the vicious hit with 85 hit power and 92 strength. Milwaukee Motors, such a brilliant story, man. They won one game in season number 1, had no subscribers. Derek Carr was their quarterback. Now they got tons of subscribers, and they are about one win away from being in the playoffs. Hopefully Victor Falk will get them there, and welcome to the league and to the Milwaukee Motors. And I really love this one here, joining the North Carolina Flyers, who are in our division, and this is only the second subscriber player to join that team. We have Kevin the Ant. So kind of a play on words there for Kevin Durant, get it? And he kind of looks like him, got the same number, and from Texas as well. Nowhere near as tall as Kevin Durant, though, as Kevin the Ant is 5'5", 206. But he is a Josh Jacobs kind of player, 92 speed, 94 acceleration, 93 carrying. He's not going to commit a lot of fumbles. And when I look at Josh Jacobs, he's kind of like, and obviously Packers, my favorite team, I watch him closely. He's got a good mix of the power and the elusiveness, and that's kind of what Kevin the Ant has here. Pretty much a jack of all trades, can do it all. And really excited for the Flyers to get a new player. They have struggled this season, but they've only had one subscriber. So if we get some more, like Kevin here, they may turn it around. Although we do got to play them twice a year. My team, the Terminators, that I play with week after week. But anyways, super happy to have Kevin the Ant here. Welcome to the SFL and the NC Flyers. Joining last year's Super Bowl champs, kind of struggling this year, but they're okay. They're sort of in the mix. We got Tyler Waffle joining the Jersey Shore D's, and Tyler is a halfback here, an elusive back, 6'2", 232 out of Arizona. Kind of a Jahmyr Gibbs meets Derrick Henry type of player. And when you look at his stats here, you kind of see that. He's got 98 speed, so definitely the speed like Jahmyr Gibbs, but 92 stiff arm, which is definitely Derrick Henry-esque, I would say. He's got 84 break tackle and 90 juke move, so really kind of like Kevin the Ant, maybe a little bit better on the power side, having the Derrick Henry play style, but really, I mean, good in all areas. And the Jersey Shore D's are not out of it yet. Tyler Waffle hopefully will be able to help their cause. So welcome to the league and to the D's, Tyler Waffle. And also on the Jersey Shore D's, hopefully I pronounced this right. I'm going to try my best, but we got a new wide receiver joining subscriber player Tommy Pickle and Malik Neighbors. That would be Mr. Zenon Konikanen. Again, if I pronounced that wrong, please correct me. Did my best here. But Zenon is 6'5", 225 out of TCU. He's kind of a Calvin Johnson meets Randy Moss player. He's decently fast, not the quickest guy in the world, 89 speed, but with 92 catching and 93 spectacular catch. He's pretty much going to throw up any pass that comes his way. He's good route runner across the board, 90 in both medium and deep route. I know it says 89, but he's losing one with morale, probably because the D's aren't really playing that good. But really 90 in medium and deep, 85 in short. He's agile. He can accelerate downfield. He's definitely a good addition. And with Tommy Pickle and also tight end Jesse Moore, the Jersey Shore D's, they're the only team without a quarterback, too. They still got Lamar Jackson as their quarterback. No subscriber player as of yet. But you know, with Zenon joining the fray here, maybe the D's can turn it around and sneak back into the playoffs. We'll have to wait and find out, but welcome to the league, Zenon Konikanen. And then last but not least, we have 3 new subscribers joining the Montana Mountain Lions, who are packed full of subscribers now, and they are the number 6 seed currently in the AFC. These were all submitted by our new channel member at Ali Miser. So I had to go ahead and give one of these guys here superstar development. I try to look out for my channel members as much as possible. So welcome to the Mountain Lions, Ethan Rudder, new defensive end. He's got the defensive rally, the under pressure, and the goal line stuff. And Ethan is 7 foot tall, 250 out of Illinois State. And he is a pretty all-around solid pass rusher, 86 in both power and finesse. He's really fast for a down lineman, 87. And let me tell you what, when he gets to the ball carrier, whether it be the halfback or the quarterback, he's got 90 strength and 92 tackling. So he is going to stop players dead in their tracks, and he definitely looks like a threat. Also 84 hit power too. So the Mountain Lions, I lost track of how many subs they got, double digits for sure. And adding superstar defensive end here, Ethan Rudder, sure to make them even better. And then teaming up with another superstar X-Factor, Augustine Miser, as a middle linebacker, we have Karen Pasica, who's a grandmother to the Miser family, who we know is all over the SFL. Really, really strong presence here in the league. So Karen is a 35-year-old grandmother. There you go. Well, you can't make anybody older than age 40 in Madden. So I try to, and then if you make them 40, they're going to retire next year. So I figured 35, good age for a grandmother. But Karen here, do not sleep on her. She is 6'7", 252 out of Benedictine College. Very, very fast. Has not lost a step in the elder years with 94 speed. Also 88 zone coverage. She could probably play safety. I mean, that's like, for a middle linebacker, that's pretty incredible. And then not only can she cover, but she can shed blocks, 87, got 87 tackling as well. Her and Augustine Miser, who is one of the leaders in tackles here in the SFL, going to be a very formidable duo, especially when they play that 3-4 defense with 2 middle linebackers. So welcome to the league, Karen Pasica. And then father of Karen Pasica and great-grandfather to the Miser family, teaming up with King Lay, who is a strong safety, been on this Mountain Lions team for a very, very long time. We got new free safety in town here, Don Dipple. So welcome to the league. Gave him the old school neck roll there. He's a tough son of a gun, old school type of player. 6'9", 225 out of Illinois State. Run support safety, but let me tell you, that's not all he can do. Maybe lost a little bit of a step with the speed with 86, although that's still very good for a free safety. But 90 zone coverage, even though it says 89, it's 90. And Don has been around the league for a while now, so he's seen it all, he's done it all, and that has given him 88 play recognition. Good luck trying to fool him. He's gonna already have it figured out, already have seen it. And then once he wraps up 93 hit power, he is going to be able to deliver the vicious hit. So welcome to the league and to the Montana Mountain Lions, Don Dipple and the other 2 subscribers joining the league today. And then real quick before diving in, going to look at the 3 subscribers that we take on today. So we got Chase Kaiser at the helm here as quarterback. He has been in the league for a while, bounced around too. He was on the Rochester Rebels, the Las Vegas Jacks, and now QB in the Providence Red Raiders. We also got Zane Wolf at wide receiver. He just joined not that long ago, but he has already solidified himself as the wide receiver number 1 here in Providence. And then to play alongside Jalen Johnson, they got a good one. Cornerback Mark Dixon, even Isaiah Rogers Sr. Got to be careful today throwing the pigskin. they have a very deep cornerback room, but Mark Dixon here, definitely going to be a problem in that secondary. This is a very important game for seeding. If we lose this game, the Salem Steelhawks could jump us, and if the Red Raiders lose this game, they may be out of the playoffs. It's hard to say, but a win could propel them up to the 3rd or the 4th seed. So really a lot at stake here. Get a look at the Red Raiders uniforms. First time seeing this team. You got the double R's there on the helmet, and then you got kind of like Tampa Bay Bucks-ish inspired jerseys. I did create all 32 teams. I'm sure most of you guys know this by now. I say it every episode, but I say it for our new viewers. Go check them out. First video in this playlist. I did make all 32 teams in the league. There is the aways, again, kind of Tampa Bay Bucks vibes there. And then the Narragansett Bays, which I really like this. That is an area in Providence, if you don't know. And then you see the double R's on the pants, and then the heavy browns. I'm half tempted to... I might have them rock that. Should I have them rock the double R's? I do like the homes, too. We're going to stick with the homes. But, yeah, if you guys are fired up for this SFL series and you're loving this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers. And without further ado, let's get on down to Roger Williams Field in Providence, Rhode Island, and get ready for the game. It is raining here in Roger Williams Field as we take on the Providence Red Raiders for the very first time. And they are going to be led out by quarterback from Ohio State, Chase Kaiser. And who gets the ball first? I kind of hope it's the Red Raiders. I like going on defense first, but it can't tell. Who's going to get the ball first? It's going to be us. Okay, I'm fine with that. And building off of last week's performance, there was a lot to like. I mean, there was a lot to like. We basically crushed the St. Louis Sentinels, but I did throw a pick with Drew Thompson, our SFL leader in passing yards, who you see right there. And got to make sure we don't do that today, as the secondary for the Red Raiders does look very good. But so is this guy, first quarterback in the SFL to pass 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. Test this run defense from the double R's, as you see there on the field. Running game has been a little tough as of late, and with Tubby McDouble there, good job just getting 3 yards out of that. I got to go in and change some of these formations, man, because Tubby McDouble is our power back. He should not be really out there on the stretch plays. That should be this guy right here, number 23, J.J. Huntington. So Tubby does pick up 3. 2nd and 7. We'll come out single back and look to take a play action shot to Ty Huntington. It should be there. One-handed grab by Ty. That's what I'm talking about right there, baby. Jalen Simpson, the free safety, there to make the tackle, but a amazing catch by Ty Huntington, and we were nearly drilled there by Jeffrey Simmons. They got Will Anderson Jr. and Jeffrey Simmons on this line, so definitely got to be mindful of those guys today. Go back to the run game with JJ, really looking to get some explosive plays, but it's a struggle. JJ, he's closing in on 1,000 yards, and you see last week, I mean, 79 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, not bad, but it took him 22 carries to get there. That's not really ideal, and he is closing in on 1,000 yards on the season, but I just want him to get back to that offensive player of the year form that we saw last season. Now on 2nd and 9, this could be a Jake Powers shot. I'm gonna go to him. I'm gonna go to Powers. There it is, and Powers gonna score on the first drive of the game. You want to talk about 1,000-yard receivers? Jake Powers is already that. I'm gonna go through the stats here pretty soon, but it has been several episodes since we saw that deep connection to Jake Powers. We've been getting him more involved on like curl routes and drag routes, but he is our number 1 wide receiver for a reason, and Drew Thompson just found him on a deep bomb for an opening drive score by the Terminators. That is a great way to start this game, and the Red Raiders and Chase Kaiser gonna need to respond with the answer here on their first drive. See what Chase Kaiser, the Ohio State Buckeye, is up to. Pretty good season, almost 3,000 yards, a good touchdown interception ratio at 30-13. He is definitely a good QB, and after that first drive by us, he's going to need to be a very good QB today, I would say, because we look like we got some juice. Now, with Joe Mixon here, the running back, I did notice they are the 2nd best team in terms of a run offense per game, Joe Mixon, not really the guy that I would expect to be leading the number 2 rushing attack in the league, but hey, it is what it is. Only picking up 1 on that play there, though. Get a quick look at the Red Raiders. I know I went through the subscribers pregame, but let's see what we're up against today. Chase Kaiser, we know, is the QB, and Joe Mixon is the halfback. Wide receivers, they got Zane Wolf, but they also got Deontay Johnson, and really not too much else. An auto-generated guy, and then Jalen Tolbert. So it's really just Zane, if you think about it. Cole Kmet and auto-generated guy Bradley Peterson are the tight ends. Offensive line, they got Paris Johnson at the left tackle, JPJ Jackson Powers Johnson, who's on my Summits franchise team, another series on this channel. He is the left guard. Luke Whippler, center. That's kind of unfortunate. Will Fries, okay, right guard. And then Luke Godicke is the right tackle. So they don't really got like a crazy scary offense. Really, it's kind of like just Kaiser and Zane Wolf, but apparently Joe Mixon is one of the best running backs in the league. So we'll have to keep our eyes on him. Johnny Waters, our linebackers, blitzing and almost got to Kaiser, but the catch is made there by Zane Wolf, the subscriber out of Toledo. He is able to break contact and pick up a nice first down. All right, nice subscriber on subscriber connection there. We are going to send a blitz here as Kaiser is coming out single back and see if we can get to Mixon in the backfield. We had a chance to really drill him, but kind of missed a tackle there, and Mixon is able to get a few yards on that carry, making it 2nd and 5. So Kaiser will come out shotgun here from the 48. Let's use her up on Blake Eugene Miser, one of our X Factors, who's been playing good. That time it's Terrence Melton. He's an auto-generated guy out of UCF. So he was in this most recent draft, I guess, that just took place. He's able to catch it for a first down. And so far, the Red Raiders, that is, are driving downfield into Tuscaloosa territory. We're going to have Blake Eugene Miser blitz again and had a shot there. Oh, another broken tackle. What's going on? That's Deontay Johnson. So all 3 of their top receivers have made a catch. A couple of them have broken tackles, and the Red Raiders got it down to the 24. If you're wanting to join the Tuscaloosa Terminators, this team that I play with every week, good luck, because we got subscribers at every position except for really offensive line. So unless you want to be a lineman, you're going to be a backup, and Cole Kmet gets it all the way down to the 1. Man, Chase Kaiser is really playing good here in the rain at Roger Williams Field. Looking like he and Providence are going to respond to our opening drive score. I am going to definitely go pressure here as Kaiser is coming out shotgun. And maybe TJ Huntington or one of our linebackers. He's going to run. Oh, my God. It's caught by subscriber Zane Wolf for a touchdown. So shout out to Chase Kaiser. Shout out to Zane Wolf. A nice subscriber to subscriber connection. And I thought that was going to be a design run. It kind of threw me off there. I didn't really know what to do. The Red Raiders going to match us on their opening drive, going to make it 7-7. We'll come out trusty mesh spot. Let's have JJ Huntington block for us. I really like the double R's there on the field. Really nice field here in Providence, but we'll see if maybe Damon Cody. Yeah, going to be Damon Cody, another superstar X Factor, trade over from the Las Vegas Jacks, catches it. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. Call me crazy, but I like the draw play out of shotgun here on 3rd and 5. Don't feel like the Red Raiders would be expecting this. I could be crazy, but let's see if JJ can pick it up. He is going to be short by a yard. Well, from the 42-yard line, 4th and 1. I mean, we got to go for this, right? I'm not punting this. I know it's in our territory, but no, I can't. I can't punt it. We're going to go inside zone out of shotgun. That is what's about to happen right here. I mean, this play inside zone out of wide trips, we average 5.4 yards per carry on this play alone. So, like, you would think that we should be able to pick this up. We're going to be running to that left side. And come on, JJ, I need you to get this, brother. He's not going to get it. Why is it so hard to run on this team, man? Is it me? Am I not following the blocks? Am I not making the right cuts? That could very well be what it was, but you can't pick up 1 yard with the reigning offensive player of the year. I don't know, man. That's a little sus. All right, got to buckle down here. Let's have TJ Huntington play some man coverage on Cole Kmet. I don't like the tight end just being wide open there. Instead, it's Zane Wolf for his second catch of the game. So Chase Kaiser is locked in, and they're exploiting a very good defense, really, in the middle of the field. Chase Kaiser can run. That is something that we are going to have to watch today. He's got some wheels, and the Red Raiders trying to go up on the scoreboard, make it 14 unanswered. We can't let that happen. We got to play with some grit, and I had 2 interceptions last week. Gonna need some more today. Joe Mixon breaking a tackle, and Alex Powers gonna get there to Joe Mixon, but it's gonna be 1st and goal from the frickin' 5. Will Providence snap this? They do not have to. They are gonna use her up on Marcus May, and that is a touchdown by Deontay Johnson. All right. So Chase Kaiser is locked in, and the Red Raiders are going to go up on the scoreboard, dropping 14 unanswered. It's really because of me and going for it on 4th and 1, I know, but that was TJ Huntington, who's decent in coverage, but he just got exploited there by Deontay Johnson and subscriber wide receiver Zane Wolf, loving it as well. Good quarter by Providence. We haven't trailed in quite a while, really, on this team. I mean, we're 11-3, so our record definitely speaks for itself. And I see Robert Saleh out there, so this team used to be the New York Jets. But yeah, I'm going to have to respond here. I'm still going to try to get this running attack going. I'm just not happy with how it's gone all season. And that 4th and 1 play really encapsulated all my frustrations with the run game. JJ Huntington is good. We know that. There we go. Okay. Maybe he just made me eat my words, and he doesn't have the speed to outrun Jalen Johnson, but that is okay. Best run that we've seen from JJ in a few episodes. He's going to gash the Red Raiders. I can't believe Jalen Johnson caught up to us, but it's all right. We get it way downfield all the way to the 32. Coming out with the shallow crosser that we usually hit Jake Powers on. He scored several touchdowns on this play. Gonna score again. Jake Powers has 2 touchdowns now. And man, oh man, I love that play. And that was a coach suggestion all the way, because I could call that play probably every time we're down there, in the red zone. And it's always so effective. But Jake Powers really just gave us a play that we absolutely needed, as we are probably going to knot things up pending the extra point, which wasn't really that good. But Corey Booter, subscriber kicker, is true. We got ourselves a tied ball game here, folks. Rushing yards leader, it is Joe Mixon, but also Ian Taliercio and Bobby Donuts, another subscriber, superstar X Factor channel member. But Joe Mixon leads the SFL in rushing yards, so I got to put some respect on my man's name, right? Because he's doing his thing. I'm going to have Jaden Taylor play some man coverage. It's Mixon, and we are there to get him. Johnny Waters, our middle linebacker. Good thing he made that tackle, because Mixon could have been gone into the second level. I haven't really been able to figure out this Red Raiders offense yet. Like, I'm not sure if I want to go zone, if I want to go man. They've been keeping me on my toes, really, so to speak. We're using up on Huntington, and that was nearly a sack. Believe that was Austin Kringle down there, our defensive end. Let's get him off the field on 3rd down, please. Yes, pass, shade inside, and gonna have eyes on Mixon for sure. I'll probably have Blake Eugene Miser be an extra cover guy out here. Not gonna matter. It's Cole Kmet. Someone catch up to him, please. John Kraft. Okay, so Chase Kaiser now at 117, 2 touchdowns. Drew Thompson's probably got close to that, and also 2 touchdowns as well. So we got ourselves a little subscriber quarterback duel going on here, and that was just mistimed by me, poor angle, and Cole Kmet makes us pay. Yeah, they're playing like the Red Raiders from earlier in the season when they were leading the AFC. They've been on kind of a skid as of late, but you wouldn't be able to tell by this game, I can tell you that much. Johnny Waters blitzing, he might get to Kaiser, almost did, and how the heck is that caught by Zane Wolf? Chase Kaiser hung back there in the pocket for the absolute last minute, because he was about to get blasted by Johnny Waters. Really nice play there by Kaiser. Yeah, man, I am impressed with what I'm seeing today by Chase. I'm going to use her up on Waters again and hopefully get in the backfield to stop Mixon. It is going to be, is that Johnny Waters? It was Johnny Waters. Nice TFL loss of 2. And I guess I'll say, if nothing else, we have not really let Joe Mixon get going, and he is the best rusher right now in the SFL. So kudos to the defense for that. He could be running all over us, and, you know, at least so far he's not. So got to make sure we contain this passing attack. That's not really what I had in mind when I said contain this passing attack. Guess what? Red Raiders all the way back down to the 1-yard line for like the 3rd time. Got to go all-out blitz here. Kaiser going to be a design run. Can we get to him? We were able to get to him. Couldn't really tell who that was. Number 75. I think that's Herbie McMath, our defensive tackle. It was Herbie McMath. So really nice job there. You know I got to go 60 out Jacks blitz here. I mean, they're coming out 0 wide receivers. I always do that. And can TJ or Johnny Waters get in the backfield? That's the question. Come on, it is going to be Johnny Waters. I know TJ Huntington is flexing. He was a big part of that. And Chase Kaiser, he's not injured because the injuries are turned off, but he was looking a little injured on that play. But how about Johnny Waters, man, our all-purpose back? He's got interceptions this season. He's got tackles for loss this season and sacks. Just laid Chase Kaiser into the turf here at Roger Williams Field. All right, come on, guys. This is our chance to hold him to a field goal. We got Shaggy McBoomski going to be an extra coverage guy here. Kaiser going to run, and we're there to stop him. And who is it? Johnny Waters again. 4th and 1 from the 1. They are going to kick the field goal. Okay. I kind of thought that they would, but, you know, you never know unless it's a fake. But now with the 2-minute warning, I guess they could reconsider. But how about Johnny Waters making that hole? There they are reconsidering. My God. Okay. Well, we're going to go 60 out Jacks blitz again. And can Johnny Waters come up and make a clutch play one more time? Or will Providence score? That's the question. Outside run. We are there to get Joe Mixon. And it was TJ Huntington that time. So a goal line stand by this Tuscaloosa Terminators defense. I love this team, man. This team is awesome. And also Emerson Rose Miser was in there. Should have kicked that field goal, Robert Saleh. Now we got the ball, and we got to drive the length of the field. But I think we can do it. And just a great stance there by Tuscaloosa defense. And I'm not really going to be overly, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to be overly aggressive on this drive. We only got a minute and a half. If we see a couple good things happen, then I will definitely up the tempo. But, you know, I'm okay going into halftime tied. But we'll see how this drive goes. We're going to go to Ty Huntington. He's making his 2nd catch of the game. And gonna get us to the 16. Coach is saying TE angle. I like it. I'll say if we pick up something really positive here, I'll probably call timeout. I mean, we still got a whole heck of a lot of the field to go, but let's go to Zach Ertz, and he might not get out of bounds. We'll call timeout here, 35 seconds. I'm not setting my expectations necessarily too high, but at least now, you know, a good portion of the clock is gone. I don't really like, okay, Z spot with a little corner shot maybe to Damon Cody. I like that. Also, Jake Powers is getting pressed too, so we'll put him on a streak. It's going to be Powers or Cody. I reckon it's going to be Powers. It's got to be Powers, and that's going to be, oh my God, why didn't I high point that? That was nearly intercepted there by subscriber corner Mark Dixon. I got to be more careful. Let's go screen pass here on 3rd and 4. If we get it, we get it. If not, you know, whatever, and we're not going to get it. So we almost got sacked there. 28 seconds. I don't think Providence, I mean, they definitely do have enough time to make something happen, but I'm confident in our defense. Should be a good punt there by our subscriber punter, Jack Mavros. If nothing else, we get him some screen time. Let's just hold him for 22 seconds and get into the locker room tied. So far, it's been TJ Huntington and Johnny Waters, our middle linebackers, leading the way for us. And that's picked from Alex Powers, and we may actually have a chance to score again. Alex freaking Powers, man. All of our secondary stepping up. 1 week, it's John Kraft. 1 week, it's Alex Powers. 1 week, it's Amari Taylor. Like, come on now. Our secondary is locked in, and they are playing amazing. And Alex Powers, Haven't really called his name too very often. I'm not sure if that's his first pick of the season or not, but it was a good one there. He is also a 7-footer or maybe a 6'8"er, a 6'9"er, and he gives us a chance here to score with 14 seconds. Let's see if we can't get Damon Cody. He catches it and gonna get out of bounds. 2nd and inches with 9 seconds to go till halftime. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of looking for Scooby McBoomski on this. We also got Ty Huntington to kind of bail it out to if it's not there. Scooby, middle of the field. He catches it, but doesn't get in. 4 seconds. We got time for like one Y stick, or do I just take the points here and be safe? We'll see what the coach wants me to do. Yeah, you know, it's probably for the best to take the points here because knowing me, too much could go wrong in 4 seconds and we would end up coming away with nothing. So let's lock in and make this kick. That should be automatic from Corey Booter. It's cool. Take a lead into the locker room. I'm okay with that. Could I have scored a touchdown? Probably, I'm sure, but you never know. And some points are better than no points, as my great-great-grandpappy used to say to me. Matter of fact, I don't even know my great-great-grandpappy, but I'm sure he would have said something along those lines.
Stop it. Get some help.
So fun back and forth first half of action here. Get a look at some of the games around the league. The Grand Rapids Lightning right now are leading the Savannah Spirits, both teams 9-5, so that game has also huge playoff implications. The Portland Lobsters are hanging on to a small 3-point lead. Another couple of 9-5 teams going at it, and then our division rivals, the OKC Eels, right now are down to the Dakota Pronghorns. Very, very interesting. And Drew Thompson looks on, you know, waiting for his chance to come back here and hopefully run this scoreboard up. We'll see if we can't get the Red Raiders off of the field. Oh, man, if that would have been a run, Kaiser would have been eliminated. But Austin Kringle, number 51, Tuscaloosa and SFL OG, makes the sack to make it 3rd and 6. I'm sending heat here on 3rd and 6. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. I'm going to use her up with Brandon Moore, and we'll see if Joe Mixon becomes a route runner. Oh, wow, Deontay Johnson just barely got that. So I haven't really seen, except for that first quarter, haven't really seen too much of Zane Wolf, but maybe we'll see him some more on this drive. He does have a touchdown, so there is that, of course. And trying to get to, that was a dangerous pass. TJ Huntington. How about our middle linebackers, Huntington and Waters, all over the freaking place? That time TJ forces the pass breakup. And I really want to guess pass here. I'm not going to do it because I would probably get burned. Of course, it is a pass, and man, oh man, it's TJ again. So TJ Huntington, so far I would say him and Waters, co-players of the game. I mean, he is not letting Joe Mixon, the best rusher in the SFL, get anything going. I mean, they are there patrolling that middle part of the field. And coming out dime package here, was this the best call? Probably not. Am I going to do it anyways? Yes, it's Waters, because why wouldn't it be? And there's Deontay Johnson, who really has been a favorite target of Chase Kaiser. The Red Raiders keeping this one interesting. All right, Providence does have the ball down to the 35. This time Kaiser coming out I form, so you know we're going to use her up on TJ Huntington. Oh, man, a chance to sack Kaiser, but he's going to torch us for a monster gain. Amari Taylor and Shaggy McBoomski were there to play a little damage control, but Chase Kaiser, he has done that several times in this game here, picked up big yardage on the ground. Maybe we try that with Drew Thompson. We know he's not a runner, but last week against St. Louis, he did have a nice rushing touchdown, which is definitely rare for Drew. And Blake Eugene Miser there to meet Mixon, as well as who else? TJ Huntington, limiting him to a gain of 4. Play a little man coverage here. I'm going to have Austin Kringle, who does have a sack in this one, play a little extra coverage. And was that Zane Wolf? No, it wasn't. It was Terrence Melton. So right now we're seeing like every receiver pretty much except for Zane Wolf. And I got to be honest, if I'm going to see Providence do well, I would like it to be because of Zane Wolf, you know. I always like to see my subscribers playing well. Definitely want to win, of course. But, oh, a sack there. Who was it that time? It was, who? I can't see. Oh, God. The only, like, non-subscriber on this team, Ashawn Robinson.
What?
Ashawn, what are you doing, man? Get off the field. Shout out to Ashawn Robinson. He's not a subscriber on this team, I don't think, unless Ashawn Robinson is randomly subscribed to this YouTube channel. And if he is, Ashawn, shout out to you. You're the MVP. But making a couple key plays for sure, and we got him in third down. Where's Kaiser going to go? If he wants to run, we got TJ Huntington here. So, okay, yeah, go ahead and run. And it is Huntington there to meet him. So that's, like, got to be his, like, 15th tackle, man. He's all over the freaking place. But we're going to limit Providence to a field goal. And this one should be back to knotted up at 17. So I will say this is a fun, exciting game, and the Red Raiders are keeping it close. We'll start out here on the ground with JJ, and maybe it looks like there could be a little bit of a hole there on that left side as long as blocking holds, and nice broken tackle by JJ. He should have been met there in the backfield by Ed Oliver, but instead he is able to turn it into a gain of 6, and I kind of just... yeah, I kind of want to stay on the ground here. I don't want to become too one-dimensional, but, you know, if we can get ourselves in second and third and shorts, that's ideal, and that's really how you win ball games. So come on, JJ. He's going to find the first down. So his pretty solid rushing attack continues. Third quarter is already done, and this is our first time touching the ball, so there you go. But it's 17-17, a very evenly matched contest. What will happen in this fourth quarter? You got to stick around to find out. Putting it in the hands of our RB1 here, JJ, and just saying, look, lead us to the promised land. And so far he is. JJ, 10 rushes for 74 yards, which means, for all my mental math all-stars out there, that JJ is averaging over 7 yards per carry. And that has been a struggle as of late. He's been averaging more in the mid to upper 3 yards per carry. So I'm very happy to see that JJ's having a good game. This time we're going to bring in Tubby, our power back, and he's only able to pick up 3, unfortunately. See, I want to go curl to Jake Powers over there, but ever since we had that pick 6 last week, I'm a little scared of that play. I'm not going to lie to you. So safe underneath route to Zach Ertz, and he does pick up a first down. So, you know, we are well within the range of our kicker, Corey Booter. And right now, we're just trying to play smart, not turn the ball over. Definitely want a touchdown as opposed to a field goal. But I just want to come away with some type of points. That is the true goal. Oh, Jake Powers is so open. Give me a block. I needed a block from Damon Cody. He was already downfield, though, trying to grab the touchdown. But Jake Powers, his good performance / season continues with that catch there. It's 2nd and 1, but still, we got it all the way down to the 5-yard line. And with the way JJ has been running, I mean, this could be a touchdown right here. I'm going to go ahead and shift the line a little bit to the right. And maybe Scooby McBoomski will probably need him to throw a good block over there, which he does. And JJ is in. I drew that up in my head mentally beautifully. And JJ might get over 100 yards this game. Call freaking Guinness, because that hasn't happened in a while. But more importantly than individual accolades, we do go up by a touchdown against the Providence Red Raiders. And got to make sure that I don't miss this extra point. God, I suck at kicks. Why do I suck at kicks so much? I'm sorry, Corey Booter, for sucking at kicks, but he does make it, and we do go up 7. Yeah, we are most certainly getting pressure in the backfield, as you see on the highlight reel there, and they did show Johnny Waters, who, yeah, him and TJ Huntington, man, just playing at an all-time level. So if you guys are watching, either one of you, shout out to you guys, really making a difference in this one. I don't like the fact that John Kraft is the user on the tight end, though. That doesn't make me too confident. And there's Zane Wolf. What did I say earlier? Dude. I said if they're going to do good through the air, I want it to be Zane Wolf. I didn't mean a one-play touchdown. Shout out to Zane Wolf, man. That was awesome. Even though it sucked. It sucked, but it was awesome. And God, this is like a back and forth contest. Every time we do something, Providence responds. Every time Providence does something, we respond. A one-play touchdown in the course of like 10 seconds. It's back, knotted up at 24s. Jake Powers having a good game, though. 91 yards and 2 touchdowns. And we may need to rely on him this drive here. But I'm most certainly going to at least start on the ground because JJ has proven that he's up for the task today, averaging over 7 yards per carry. And I hope that continues here with the single back wham. I'm going to do everything in my power to make it continue, but it was a nice stop there, and we were only able to pick up one. Will Anderson Jr. on the stop, and that means we are going to have to go through the air, which is fine. I mean, you know, Drew, I showed you at the beginning of the game, Drew Thompson is the leader in the SFL in terms of passing yards, so it's not like that's a bad thing. I didn't like anything there. Dump it down to Zach Ertz. We got ourselves in a 3rd and medium. Coach is saying slip screen, and I kind of like it. We got sacked earlier on the screen pass attempt. Aside from that, we haven't even tried a screen. Got to get this ball away quickly, but I kind of like J.J. Huntington on the screen. If we can get a block, we did. And J.J. going to get exactly what he needed. I wasn't sure there at first. And I might have actually went for that, even though if it was like 3rd or 4th and inches, I might have went for that, even though I did that earlier and it didn't work. I never learned from my mistakes. So, yeah, we're going to go outside run here to Ty Huntington or to JJ Huntington. Haven't gone outside too many times, but we'll see if it works here. I kind of feel good about it. Question mark. I mean, gain of 5, not terrible. Ooh, I do see Jake Powers getting pressed. I'm going to send him deep. It worked earlier. And we also might have Ty Huntington there in the middle. We're going to Ty, and he stopped instantly. Almost picked up a 1st down, though. But no sense in trying to play hero ball, you know? Like, we don't have to throw a deep bomb to Jake Powers. If it's there, certainly, I won't pass it up. But no need to force anything. I mean, this is probably 4-down territory, but hopefully JJ just gets it on the single back wham, which he doesn't. Okay. Gotta go QB sneak here, right? Drew Thompson, put your head down and fall forward. Gonna get it with ease. All right. That QB sneak is goated, as I'm sure any avid Madden player knows. 4th and inches, it's like you're almost guaranteed to pick it up, really. And that allows us to play whatever style of football we want. All 3 timeouts, a little over 2 minutes to go in the contest. Playbook is wide open because, of course, a field goal will win it. And look at Tubby, the power back. Ugh. Picking up 1st down, taking us to the 2-minute warning. Come on, JJ, take us home. I mean, one more 1st down, and we can literally run this clock out and kick a field goal to end it. And, I mean, JJ, the seams are just there. And he is at 100 yards on the nose, which is just makes me so happy. I don't like seeing the reigning offensive player of the year at like 50 yards per game, 40, 60 yards per game. Like, no, that's not what we're here for. I want to see my man get his just desserts. I want to see him get what is coming to him. And he most certainly is in this game here. 2nd and 3. Let's just keep powering this forward. And JJ, okay, gonna pick up 2. I'm gonna go inside zone strong. If it's not the final play of the game, like we really need to get a 1st down here. One more 1st down, and it's actually Tubby though, okay. So hopefully he can power forward and pick it up. But one more 1st down should seal it, and we're not gonna get it as a matter of fact. And I guess can't go for it here. That's too risky. We're gonna let this go down to about 3 on the play clock and hopefully kick the game-winning field goal. All right, gotta shut up now, and hopefully Corey Booter can drill this. Oh, that should be true, baby. Right down the middle. Nice job by myself and Corey Booter. Now the game is not over yet. There is 20-some seconds left. Red Raiders have no timeouts, so they could still potentially do something crazy. But the way that our defense has been playing, specifically our secondary, I mean, really, no. Even the linebackers, we've been getting sacks. Like, defense as a whole. Oh, come on, man. I was going to say, defense as a whole has been playing good. Hang on strong, boys, for 20 seconds, and we are going to be eating some W's.
That's a W.
All right, come on. You stirring up on Johnny Waters. Where's Kaiser going to go? He's going to get sacked by Austin Kringle. Second sack of the game. I don't think the Red Raiders have enough time. This is the last play of the game. Where's Kaiser going to go? Is he going to get sacked again? He's going to get sacked again by Austin Kringle, and it's picked up by TJ Huntington. What a fitting way to end this game. I do believe that Austin Kringle had 3 sacks and a forced fumble in this game. So, Austin, you've been on this channel forever, man. Long-time subscriber. I really, really hope that you are watching this, but game ball goes to the defense yet again. I mean, so many plays in this one. Yes, there were some lapses as Kaiser and the boys were able to exploit us again, but I'd be curious to see how many sacks we got, like interception. Man, our defense is locked in year number 2. So Chase Kaiser did play good, though. I mean, 268, 82% completion. Wow, 3 touchdowns, but did have that 1 interception. And Drew Thompson, I mean, by his account, a quiet game. Only 209, but at 85% completion. Only missed 3 passes, and he did have 2 touchdowns as well. This was the J.J. Huntington experience here. 17 carries, 101 yards, averaging almost 6 yards per carry and a touchdown. And we held the SFL's leader in rushing yards to only 18 yards. That is incredible. Chase Kaiser ran well, though, 5 for 41. And Tubby, 4 for 19. And Drew Thompson, 1 for 2. And as far as receiving, I mean, shout out to the subscriber, Zane Wolf. 5 catches, 109 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He did everything he could to will his team to victory. Ty Huntington, 4 for 41. Jake Powers, 3 for 91 and 2 touchdowns. He was doing his thing. Damon Cody, 3 for 24. Scooby, a quiet game, 2 for 23, but he is still an all-star player, no doubt. And also J.J. Huntington, 2 for 14. And then always got to highlight our center, Scoot Sanders. I think he's only allowed 1 sack all season. So, like, he has been doing his thing. But defensively, a lot of things to like here. Jaden Taylor, 7 total tackles. Austin Kringle, 3 sacks, 4 TFLs, and a forced fumble at the end. I mean, come on, man. My dude was playing out of his mind. Johnny Waters, though, 8 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a half a sack. He was also playing out of his mind as well. And TJ Huntington was all over the place. 9 tackles, 3 TFLs, a half a sack, and a pass deflected. Like, you cannot ask for much more from your middle linebacker. John Kraft had 5 tackles. Brandon Moore had 6. Amari Taylor had 3 tackles. And let's see. I know we got more players here. Chase Kaiser had a tackle, I guess, on the interception. Alex Powers had that big-time interception early on in the game to go along with 1 tackle as well. Shaggy McBoomski had 1 tackle, and Mark Dixon only had 1 pass deflected. Almost had an interception, though. I'm glad he didn't get it, but I kind of wanted him to get it, you know, just for a subscriber's sake. Blake Eugene Miser had 2 tackles and 1 TFL. Same with Herbie McMath, 2 tackles and 1 TFL. Emerson Rose, Miser had 1 tackle, and Tubby had 3. I think he's on kick returns. That's why he always has tackles. But yeah, great game. Super exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And let's check out the rest of our subscriber stats here in week 16. Portland Lobsters do take care of business against the Fort Worth Rough Riders, so they will remain #1 seed in the AFC East. Tito Flames, Superstar X Factor, and channel member had a pretty good game. 230 through the air, 1 touchdown, no picks, so a very clean game. Devin Fry, who has been playing really well, kind of a rough game today. Only a $155 through the air. Did have 1 touchdown and also an interception as well. Rudy Chaves, the running back who went off last week, still a pretty solid game. 12 for 51. And a touchdown, so you will never argue with those type of results. Tito Flames scrambled 4 times for 17, and then Devin Fry for 12 as well. Receiving wise, we got Rob Flames here, the superstar tight end, 6 catches for 66 yards, so that's a pretty solid game for him. And Cam Williams, 2 for 22, but a big time touchdown, so nice to see that. Rudy Chaves, 2 for 12, and that is it as far as receiving. And then defensively, Drake Bowen, who's always all over the field, causing all kinds of havoc. I mean, still pretty good game. 5 tackles, a TFL, and a sack. Like, nothing wrong with that performance at all. And we also got Khalidus Ray, the cornerback, had a big-time interception, 2 tackles, and a pick. So nice work there by the Lobsters. Kaboomstick 3, only 2 for 4 in field goals. So he missed 2, had 1 blocked, actually, I see there. So, okay, he was 2 for 2 in extra points, but only 2 for 4 in terms of kicking. But yeah, a nice win by the Portland Lobsters, and they retain for now that #1 seed in the AFC. Milwaukee Motors do take care of business too against the Toronto Thunderbirds, and they're right there, man. They are almost in the playoffs, so each win is very important for them. Cooper Fox, pretty decent game, 231 through the air, 1 touchdown and 1 pick. And then Jordan Baker, $175, 2 touchdowns, which is nice, but also 2 interceptions as well. So got to watch out for that. Crab Kingsley, only 13 for 40, but he did find the end zone twice. So that's a very nice work by the Motors running back. Jordan Baker, 3 for 13. DeMar DeRozan, the wide receiver, actually ran 2 times for 13. And then Cooper Fox, 6 for 10. Receiving, we got Sam Fox here, 6 catches for 58 yards. DeMar DeRozan, who is one of the better receivers here in the SFL, 2 for 31 and a touchdown. Barnaby Hunt, only 3 for 30, but he did catch both of Jordan Baker's touchdowns. So nice job there. You know, definitely good to see those touchdowns on the stat sheet. Crab Kingsley also caught 2 passes for 9 yards as well. And then there is a defensive lineman here on the Motors, Bobby Boulder, and he did not allow a sack. So very nice work. Linebacker Jazz Fox, a really good game. 10 tackles, 2 TFLs, and I see a forced fumble over there as well. Okay, Jazz, definitely do your thing, man. That was a very, very solid game for you. Iron Fox, 2 tackles. The cornerback here on the Motors, Victor Falk, who we just added today, 2 tackles and a TFL. So making an instant impact, joining the SFL. You always like to see that. No, we got some more. Yeah, Ace Hondo, the strong safety, had an interception and a pass deflection and a tackle. So that is awesome to see. And then Hayden Ward-Fair, the cornerback, also had a tackle as well. So got to watch out for these Milwaukee Motors, man. They are right there looking to make some noise. And this win against the Thunderbirds definitely helps. Grand Rapids Lightning beat our division rival, the Savannah Spirits, who we do play next week. So depending on what the Oklahoma City Eels did, we may have clinched the NFC South. I'm not sure yet, but still. Caleb Hayes, a really good game, 304 yards. That's awesome. 4 touchdowns. That's awesome. 2 picks. That's not awesome. But all things considered, still played pretty well. And Lucas Spicer, I mean, did just enough, 213 and a touchdown. He got his boys the win. Running back on the Spirits, Daniel Banks ran 11 times for 49. Caleb Hayes, as a QB, ran 8 times for 47. So he was definitely busy. Lucas Spicer also scrambled 3 times for 5. And then George Smith, the wide receiver, ran 1 time for 2 yards. And receiving wise, we got several here. DeAndre Smith on Savannah, 5 catches for 76. Oops, did not mean to do that. My bad. 5 for 76. Lloyd Butler, who's one of the best in the business. Quiet game by his standards. 4 for 65. Dallas Bolton, tight end on the Spirits, 7 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Very nice work. And then George Smith, the wide receiver, 6 for 60, and also 2 touchdowns as well. Daniel Banks caught 3 catches for 23, and that is it? Question mark? Yeah, we got our Jarek Smith, the tight end, but for whatever reason, he never gets any catches. And defensively, tons on the Spirits, 1 on the Lightning. What am I seeing here? Jessica Miser, even though they lost, she went off. 7 tackles, 4 TFLs, and 2 sacks. My God, she was busy. Busy in the backfield. Nice game there. Jackson Prime had 5 tackles. Adrian Mew and a pass deflection. Adrian Mew the third had 5 tackles and a pass deflection. Trustin Smith Jr. had 4 tackles and also a pass deflection. Cam O'Shea had 4 tackles and a TFL. Mike LaMadrid, defensive tackle. Nice to finally see him in the game. I did go through and kind of adjust the Spirits depth chart because he wasn't getting any snaps. looks like it helped. 4 tackles and 2 TFLs. Nice work there. Avery Miser had 3 tackles, and looks like all 3 of them were TFLs. Really nice work there. Grayson Miser, 2 tackles and 2 sacks. These spirits were locked in. This was probably a fun game, I would imagine. D Ford, one of the leaders in TFLs and sacks, did not get any this game, but did still have 2 tackles, so that was good to see. JJ Miser had 1 tackle. Jaden Hayes had 1 tackle, and I do believe that is it. We also got 1 defender here on the Lightning, and that would be corner Mark Frazier. Only had 4 tackles, but they still got the win. So nice job by the Grand Rapids Lightning getting a 6-point victory over the Savannah Spirits. Albany Argonauts, they're trying to make a final postseason push. They're on a winning streak, so if nothing else, they're closing the year out strong, getting the victory over the St. Louis Sentinels. Craig Ray didn't play. I mean, he played clean, 166 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. And Ashton Saber, he had 2 picks against us last week, 2 more this week, so he's kind of fallen off a little bit. 211 yards and 2 interceptions. That is rough. Superstar X Factor channel member Bobby Donuts ran the ball 18 times for 72 yards and a touchdown. That's awesome. And then also Dyson Frederick on the Sentinels, 14 for 63 and a touchdown himself. Ashton Saber ran 4 times for 14. And Craig Ray ran 5 times for 11. Jacoby Frederick, the wide receiver, also ran 1 time for 7. And Jeff Burke 1 time for 2. And then Jeff Burke as a receiver, also one of the better in the business, 6 catches for 77 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was pretty good to see. Jacoby Frederick, who we just added today, a quiet first game, 3 for 31, but that's okay. Just trying to get his feet, his feet wet, I'm sure. Dunkin' Donuts caught 2 passes for 26 as well. And then Dyson Frederick, 1 for 5. And then defensively, we got 1 on each team here. So starting things out with Jalen Valentine, the defensive tackle. He had 4 tackles, okay. And then we also got Chuck Pick here on the Argonauts, 1 tackle, and that is it. So a really nice win by the Argonauts. They have a chance still in each win. They increased that chance by just a little bit. Jersey Shore D's just added 2 players to their team. Looks like it paid off. They get a really nice win over the Fighters. And this AFC North, man, is all over the place. Anybody can win this division right now. Cameron Udeze didn't really play that good in this one. 154 yards, 1 touchdown, but 2 interceptions. Got to clean that up. Tyler Waffle, we just added him today. 14 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown. That was definitely good to see. Zenon Konikanen, the wide receiver, also carried the ball 2 times for 10. Cameron Udeze, 2 for 7, and that is it. In terms of receiving, Jesse Moore, one of the better tight ends in the league, 7 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Tommy Pickle also had 5 for 62. Zenon Konikanen, first game in the SFL, it was a good one. 5 catches, 60 yards, and a touchdown. You will certainly take that. Tyler Waffle, the running back, 3 for 27. Braylon Udeze, quiet game, only 2 for 26. And looks like that is it for receivers. Defensively, we got 1 on each team here as well. So starting off with Aiden Grau, a very good corner. He had 4 tackles, and that is it. And then Charlie Wicker, the strong safety, had 3 tackles and a pass deflection. So nice win by the D's. I'm very curious to see how this, I think every team in the AFC North is sub 500. Definitely getting NFC South vibes in real life, but a nice win by the Jersey Shore D's. OKC Eels take the L to the Dakota Pronghorns. That may have locked us up for number 1 seed in the NFC South. We'll have to wait and see. But Gianni Cortez, a very quiet game, but apparently effective. 120 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. And Mason Buchanan, who is always solid. He's a rock on this team and in this league. 237, no touchdowns, and 2 picks. That was definitely a rough game by Mason. Bron Briner, 10 for 57 and a touchdown. A very serviceable game there. Caleb King, 15 carries for 49. Gianni Cortez as a runner, though, scrambled 6 times for 29 yards and a touchdown. And then Mason Buchanan, 3 for 14. And receiver Ray, 1 for 8. Receiving, we got Ray on the Eels here, 5 catches for 70 yards. So really, really nice work from him. And then Grom Briner, the running back, 4 for 19. Defensively, we got one here. That would be Dr. Dre Harris. Didn't really do too much in this game. They certainly could have used it. That much is for sure. Only 3 tackles. So a surprising win by the Dakota Pronghorns helps us. And they do get a 10-point victory over the OKC Eels. Topeka Silverbacks upset the Rockies. That's now 2 wins in a row for Topeka. And I know they're out of the playoffs, but they're putting it together here at the end. And they just beat a very, very good Rockies team here. So 249 and 2 touchdowns for Kyrie Brooks. He's a really good player and definitely been turning it up these last couple weeks. And Lucas Thomas, a fine game, 284 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. It's kind of a shootout here as well, I would say. Vero Brooks, 16 carries, 35 yards, only averaging 2.2 yards a carry. Did find the end zone, though. And then also AJ Hans, too, a rough game, 10 for 31, only averaging 3.1 yards per carry, but did find the end zone once as well. Kyrie Brooks ran 4 for 15, and then Lucas Thomas, he ran 4 times for 10 yards. Receiving, Austin Lucas, he also typically has good games here. 8 catches for 103 yards, but it was not enough, unfortunately, for the Boulder Rockies. Vero Brooks caught 4 catches for 27, and then AJ Hans 2 for 15. And then AJ Hall, the middle linebacker on the Rockies, I mean, he was all over the place too. 9 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a pass deflection, but it was not enough for the Boulder Rockies. They're still in the playoffs, but can't be losing too many more games. And a really nice win over a division rival by Silverbacks Nation. Wow, major upset alert here. The Las Vegas Jacks beat the number 2 seed in the AFC, Portland Destroyers. And the Jacks, watch out for them. I think they got 2 in a row now as well. But Drew Vincent, 291, 3 touchdowns, no picks. A very, very good game for him. And then Dominic Young, 250, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So another shootout. Lots of good games this week, I would say. It's very, very nice to see that towards the end of the season. Drew Vincent, the QB, also ran 3 times for 36. And Dominic Young ran 3 for 8. Wide receiver Alexander Kleblek, he ran 1 for 3. And then receiving-wise, we got Mr. Kleblek here, 4 for 42, but a nice touchdown. So at least he was able to find the end zone. But yeah, wow, very surprising. Nice win by the Jacks, and we'll see if that affects the seeding with the number 2 seed Portland Destroyers losing. Rochester Rebels, they just continue to win. They get a 6-point victory over the Sacramento Sharks, which is tough for the Sharks because they really need to win every game here to close things out. But Rico Johnson, the QB, played pretty good, 243, 2 touchdowns, no picks. And then Vanilla Vic also played good too, 287, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. Running the ball, we got Liz Marlowe, 15 for 58 and a touchdown. And then also Rico Johnson, the QB, ran 5 times for 27. And then a quarterback, Vanilla Vic, showed you why he is a Vanilla Vic. 10 rushes, 23 yards. 10 rushes is crazy, by the way. And also a touchdown too. And then Traquan O'Neal, the wide receiver, ran 1 time for 6. Receiving, Traquan O'Neal lit it up as he typically does. 9 catches for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. Really nice work, but it just wasn't enough for Sacramento. Lonnie Marlowe also played good too. 7 catches, 95 yards. Gerald Cole had 3 for 24. Hope Case caught 1 pass for 14. And then Liz Marlowe caught 2 passes for 8. And then defensively, Ali Miser, our new Superstar X Factor channel member, had 8 tackles and a TFL. As a cornerback, I know you want to see the picks, but I mean, she was all over the field, you know, in run support and just making plays in open field probably. Billy Bob Joe, the strong safety, he had 7 tackles. We also got Paige Miser, the cornerback. She had 5. Let's see. Roger Miser, cornerback, had 4. Christina Marlowe, 4 tackles for Roger Miser. I was looking at TJ Watt. I thought that was Miser's sack, but it was TJ Watt's. Christina Miser, 4 tackles, and she also had a sack as well. Dean Miser, 4 tackles. Easton Dwayne Marlowe, 4 tackles and a sack and a forced fumble. I see there as well. Channel member, Superstar X Factor, Blake Miser had 3 tackles and also a TFL. Bruce Jaws, the defensive tackle, had 2 tackles, a TFL, and a sack. I'm telling you, this Sharks defense is good. Like, I see them stuffing the stat sheet every single week. Megalodon, the linebacker, had 1 tackle. And let's see, who else are we missing here? Nobody. That covers everybody. But yeah, tough loss by the Sharks. Rochester Rebels, they are the 3 seed still, playing some good football and pick up a nice win here in week 16. I mean, the Salem Steelhawks, man, they are tied with us in record, and they are just crushing opponents right now. Like, I know the Juneau Snow Owls are the worst team in the SFL, but I mean, it's just, what? Hold on. Cameron Moore, 360 yards and 6 touchdowns? Cameron, I know you are watching. You gotta put something in the comments, man. 1 pick, yeah, clean it up, whatever. But 6 touchdowns? My God. The record is 7, I believe. So he was very close. And Caleb Fusco, different story. 146 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception as well. But that is crazy from Cameron Moore. Nuts. Ian Taliercio, 15 carries for 76 yards. Cameron Moore also ran 3 times for 38. And then Caleb Fusco ran 5 times for 23. JJ Redd, 9 catches for 119 yards and a touchdown. Joe Uno, the tight end, 5 for 59 and 2 touchdowns. Ian Taliercio, 1 catch, 1 yard, average 1 yard per catch, and 1 touchdown, long of 1. I mean, okay, that's a crazy stat line there. Jerry Tress, the left tackle, allowed a sack. Don't like to see that. And then defensively, we got a few here. Carl Snaggs, the safety, 5 tackles, a TFL, and a pass deflection. Not Oreo. Didn't have any stats last week, making up for that today. 4 tackles, a TFL, and a sack and a half. Very nice work there. His brother, It's Oreo, 2 tackles and a sack as well. So nice to see that. Hayden Zeig, the D tackle, 2 tackles and a sack also. And then Daniel THG just had 1 tackle, and I believe that is it. It is. So absolute crazy victory by the Salem Steelhawks. Something tells me we're going to be seeing them in the postseason. Okay, North Carolina Flyers get a bit of a reality check. They have won a couple weeks in a row here. They do lose 16-8 by the San Jose Industrials. Kind of a weird score there. And Alex Thompson, a very quiet game. Only 106 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Jonathan Taylor on the Industrials, 248, 1 touchdown, and a pick in there as well. Grayson Martinez, the running back, 18 carries for 60 yards. Alex Thompson, as a QB, ran 7 for 42. Kevin the Ant, tough debut to the SFL. 12 attempts for 34 yards, averaging 2.8 yards per carry. That's kind of rough. And then Jonathan Taylor scrambled 5 times for 17. Receiving, we got Yeezy Fuentes, SFL OG, in the house, 6 catches for 62 yards. Grayson Martinez, the running back, 3 for 39. Hingle McCringleberry, 3 for 27. And then defensively, we got a few here. Josh Pickney, the corner, had 4 tackles and a pass deflection as well. And then no stats for Dominic Marinai. Interesting. He usually does pretty good himself as well. So Industrials, they're not out of it yet. They got to pretty much win out. Good start here this week against the Flyers. Roswell Revolution in the same division as the Salem Steelhawks also get a 42-point victory against the Memphis Suns. Suns were the 7th seed. They're kind of hanging on by a thread here, and the Revolution, it was a great game for them. Noah Acro, 236, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And then Nick Strickland, 220 through the air, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Nick Strickland also ran 5 times for 21, and then Noah Acro ran 4 times for 14. Receiving, BT Taylor, strong receiver in the SFL, usually has good weeks. 7 catches, 83 yards. Definitely a lot to like there. Miguel Guerrero on the Suns had 3 catches for 41 yards. And then Willie Lloyd Jr., 2 for 17, but a touchdown. All this guy does is grab touchdowns. Like, ever since joining the SFL, he's got tons of touchdowns for sure. But Gio Cruz, also a very good player, week in and week out, on the Revolution, 4 tackles, a TFL, and 2 sacks. Definitely a lot to like there. Eli Acro, the linebacker, 4 tackles and 1 TFL. And of course, we got Jameer Juice here, the cornerback. He had 1 tackle and a pass deflection. So really nice work by the Revolution. They're also still in it, trying to fight to stay alive. They get a nice win over the Memphis Suns. Akron Summits get a 3-point win over the Coyotes. Again, a weird score, 18-3. That's a strange score line there. But Caden Haskins, superstar X Factor channel member, 219 through the air, 1 touchdown to no interceptions. And then Dragon Zetron on the Summits, only 167 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Very quiet game. Jackson Hyde on the Coyotes had 9 catches for 42. Caden Haskins Jr. ran 7 times for 31. Dragon Zetron, though, the QB, ran 5 times, 24 yards, and a touchdown. So that's definitely good to see as a QB. Receiving for the Coyotes, Timmy Winfield, really good game. 5 catches, 93 yards, but no touchdowns. Trevor Gronkowski had 6 catches, 50 yards, and a nice TD in there as well. And then defensively on the Coyotes, we have Hakeem Milton, the cornerback, had 9 tackles and a half a sack, so he was all over the place. Cody Bricks, really good game from him, as he usually does. 6 tackles, 2 TFLs, and 2 sacks. Trey Vaughn, the free safety, had 5 tackles, and that is it. And let's see, Tyler McDonough, 1 tackle and a half a sack for him as well. We got Bob Doodle, the middle linebacker, no stats. I wonder why. I'm not sure. And then we also got, where's Peter Griffin? I know we got Peter Griffin on this team. Yeah, I was about to say, how did I miss that? 4 tackles and a sack and a pass deflection. So it's getting tough to keep track of all these subscribers. I think I do a pretty darn good job. But if I ever miss you, please shout me out in the comments. But a tough win by the Coyotes. Their season is effectively over. And the Akron Summits in that AFC North, who the frick knows? Tough loss by the Montana Mountain Lions to the St. Petersburg Manatees. These are 2 teams that are right there. Like they could make the playoffs. They could miss it. It all just depends on these last few games. But a nice QB battle here. McDonald's 10-piece finishes with 249, 3 touchdowns, and no picks. And then Nick Snow, 243, 3 touchdowns and no picks. So very evenly matched contest, I would say for sure. Halfback Caleb Small, 11 carries for 38. So that was kind of tough. And then QB Nick Snow ran 7 times, 30 yards, and a touchdown. Receiving, Gavin Goat, he played like a goat. 8 catches, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Very nice work there, but it was not enough. Lex Rose on the Manatees, 5 catches, 81 yards. We also got Christian Bangle on the Mountain Lions for 40. Caleb Small, as a running back, caught 4 catches for 36 yards. Ajante Lee, he also had 2 for 21 as well. And believe that is it. Defensively, we got a lot. So Augustine Miser, 9 tackles, always getting it done on the field there. One of the leading tackle getters, I guess, in the SFL. Tank Mason on the Manatees had 7 tackles. King Lay, the strong safety, 6 tackles and a TFL and a pass deflection. W. Mans, who had an interception when they played us. None in this game, but 5 tackles and a TFL. So that's good to see. Steve Miser, the cornerback, had 5 tackles on the Mountain Lions. Ethan Rudder, the superstar who we just added today, 4 tackles and a TFL. Karen Pasica, who we just added today, 3 tackles and a TFL. So that's really good to see. Tavarius Lee, he had 3 tackles as well on the Mountain Lions. John Miser had 2 tackles and a TFL. Jacob Miser had 2 tackles and a sack. And then Don Dipple, who we also added today, 2 tackles and a pass deflection. Hudson Dean Miser had 1 tackle, and that is it. And then Johnny Adam Miser had also 1 tackle, and that is it. So tough loss there by the Mountain Lions. Good win by the St. Pete Manatees. Either one of these teams, anything could happen here in the last couple weeks. And then wrapping things up here, the Massachusetts Smithies. They haven't got a win in a while, so nice to see them in the W column. Quarterback Silas Baden played good, 261, 2 touchdowns, no picks. And on the Crocs here, Pinky Darts, kind of a tough game. 179, 2 touchdowns, no picks, which is nice, but Not a whole lot in production. Jax Vaden on the Smithies, 18 for 79. I am losing my voice, just so you know. It's been a long episode. Pinky Darts, 3 for 20. And then QB Silas Vaden ran 3 times for 11. Receiving, Blake Altenhofen had a good game. 5 catches for 57 and a touchdown. And then defensively on the Smithies, we got Ishmael Balog, had 7 tackles and a pass deflection. Smithies season's probably over, but a nice win over the Crocs. And that is how all the teams shook up here in week 16. So fun stuff, guys. Next week, we take on the Savannah Spirits, and we have pretty much, I think, solidified ourselves as division leader. But we got the Salem Steelhawks and us, vying for that number 1 seed. So these last 2 games, super important in terms of seeding. But that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.